Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of my Macedon campaign for Divide at Impera. Now, I do want to clear one thing up first. Yes, I did lie in my comment on my last video. I thought I was going to make a Scythia guide. However, I did not predict how busy my life would get over that week, and just between work and, just my personal life. I literally had no time to make videos in general. And now that I have a little bit of free time, I really still can't make the Scythia guide just yet. Just the guides do take significantly more time to produce than, these campaign episodes, as you'd probably anticipate. So, yeah, I thought, might as well just upload something. Have it uploaded in a week, and I just want to get something done, so might as well, right? So to recap where we were last time in the campaign, we did conquer most of Thrace, although the province is far from pacified. We have pirates here in the north. We have an enemy Illyrian faction still in control of Nasos. This province is far from settled and happy, but it is a very lucrative province potentially. In Thrace, you find a variety of very valuable industrial resources, so it's absolutely worthwhile for me to try to assert control over it, and will fund my impending war with Rome. Yet, I still have to conquer one more foe to take Thrace. At the same time, Macedon has not had particularly good public order of his entire campaign, and that's led from a paltry population from which to recruit. That brings bad tidings, considering that Rome has finally popped up in Apollonia. At the same time, Greece has only recently become a prosperous province, so I still have to wait some time for the population to come up, for my income from this province to come to its final height. So just between all of these things, there are quite a few challenges that await us in this campaign. Yet, I do feel like we're in a decent spot, and we do have quite a few positive signs for us happening at once. From, of course, Greece becoming far more productive and successful, to Thrace being a nearly conquered province. So without further ado, let's just get right into the action. The first thing I'm going to do is refund these two buildings. I fully anticipate that Edessos will get taken next turn, so there's just no need to waste funds on those buildings. Simultaneously, I do want to replace this building. I figured out that with the Greeks, you rarely do have livestock income. So it really makes no sense for me to go with that building. There's really two options I was considering. Either the Temple of Zeus, which does increase the efficacy of bread and games, also does have some pretty nice rewards once you get it to its top level. Alternative was this building. I do think I'll eventually use this province to build a lot of naval stuff. So, why not? You know what? I think I'm going to go for the Temple of Zeus. It just feels right to me. How could he not have a Temple of Zeus? Could he not have a Temple of Zeus? We're the Greeks. Sure, the Macedonians, but I consider us Greeks. We definitely have to honor Zeus, best and greatest. But let's get to Agrionians. I do want to make a very elite army out of the king's army right here. And Agrionians are the perfect way to start that endeavor. I was hoping I would have enough money for this unit, but I just don't. So let's get within striking distance of Nasos, and we'll actually send our spy to investigate what this army's made out of. I trusted this army would be able to defeat this army in battle. Just a general lack of cavalry, to reliance on hoplites for infantry. Now, these swordsmen do worry me a little bit, but their low armor makes them seem a little beatable. So I think we could triumph in this battle. So let's get within striking distance and face my foe off across the field. And yeah, we just don't really have money for anything else, so yeah, I think turn's over. That was a good turn. king's army grows. Greece gained some optimization with a far better temple than that stupid temple of Artemis. Just didn't really give a whole lot. I hope those pirates do take Odessos, because when pirates take a settlement, they can't move for an entire turn. So, yeah, there we go. You know, it might seem bad. Might seem bad losing a settlement, but when the pirates are stuck in Odessos, they won't be able to move and will be able to destroy their entire fleet while they're disembarked into settlement. So, believe it or not, that's actually a very positive thing. And there we go, because Illyria just can't help themselves if they attack us. You know what? I was feeling cocky before.
Regroup and fall back.
But perhaps it was a little overzealous there. It's just pikes do beat hoplites, and that's why I felt like I had the advantage, but I didn't quite recognize how few hoplites I have. And oh my god, these sounds are so loud. Let's bring it down a tad. I think the music isn't quite as understandable either. There we go. No more feeling like you're getting jolted out of your seat whenever you hear of something happening in the campaign. And yeah, I just go ahead and try to clear things up. These rebels, I don't really need to deal with them just yet. The main priority is just getting rid of these pirates. So we'll go ahead, bring my army to bear. We'll fight that battle once we're done with the rest of the moves of a turn. Next thing is I want to find an army, like... I mean, surely they're in an ambush stance. Like, they couldn't have just disappeared off the map. Armies don't do that. Meanwhile, can bring this army back into Pulpideva. Allow them some time to recuperate. This hero can go for the king. Oh, wait a minute. Oh boy. I meant to just send this guy over. Aww. Can, like, this guy just leave? There we go. Military trade someone else. No. Okay, I think he can't move because we've already moved from a turn with the army. Let's see. What gives the parent army more advantages? There we go. That's something. And I suppose that this army does need some more men. No. Okay, what about the king's army? Where can we go recruit for him? Because he's not doing too well. You know what? We have 2 Agrionians. We can go grab a 3rd. That's really it. That's all we can really do this turn. So then, this guy's getting some men, and then this army's over here at Odessos. Let's give him havoc! These pirates! They molested my coast for too long. They will pay the price for all the strife they've caused to my citizens. My loyal Thracian subjects who have been nothing but happy with my rule. Have definitely not objected every step of the way. Brought kicking and screaming into the Macedonian Empire. No! Not the Thracians. They have loved it. They've loved every second of it. Alright, so these guys are going to land, and the garrison is more or less a negligible force of no importance. The main army that we have to focus upon is the pirates themselves, so Yeah, I'm just gonna send these light hoplites to deal with the garrison and obliterate them with ease. We'll send the Sarissa cavalry around. They can flank around and kill the skirmishers that reside in the settlement. Alright, so my first light hoplite is struck against these local citizens in their Greek garbs. They didn't stand a chance. No, they did not. Alright, so we've destroyed the garrison. As if that was ever not gonna happen. Whatever pathetic paltry forces remain of the first pirates' deployment is about to be destroyed. I mean, you don't really have a ton of troops. And now that my Sarissa Lancers are getting into their rear, these skirmishers aren't going to be able to survive. Let's go ahead and impale these Peltas. Meanwhile, suppose that this is a somewhat stronger force that's about to land, but the problem is that their initial army is already spent, so there isn't a ton that they can do. Here we have it. So these slingers are gonna go and start firing on men that don't have proper shields. So it's gonna dig right into their armor, and eventually they're gonna start falling like that one dude. I just saw a guy hit the floor, hit the deck. Oh, Agrianians, make your men make your gods proud. There's the words. Now we'll charge our pikemen into these Ramphia warriors. I mean, look, our pikemen are going to take some casualties, but it's well worth the destruction of these pirate scum. And I don't think that these pirates will last a ton longer. Like, it must be somewhat close to routing because of just, like, total casualties, right? I mean, they don't have a whole lot of men left at this point, capable of even resisting us. And now our cavalry is gonna go in and start cleaning up the rear. Go ahead, send some cavalry in. I'm gonna go ahead and send my companions on a charge. The king himself. Actually, not the king. So I was going to say the king of Macedon, but then I forgot. I gave him a new army. This is his distantly... Wait, no. This is the husband of a distant relative. He gets no glory. He gets no commendations. Not at Pella. Not at Pella, where only the greats get commended. Honestly, though, I don't think the Macedonians had a ton of trouble giving people credit for helping with victories. And, ooh, I can subjugate the pirates? I had no idea that you could have the pirates as a vassal. That's kind of cool. But now I'll go destroy their faction. Destroy their faction. Goodbye, pirates. Honestly, that was just really, really useful. Very happy that the pirates decided to resist. Although it will cost me a little bit to get rid of these slums. But you know what? Not a big deal. Now, Anphia. You know what? I don't know if these rebels are going to launch an attack on it. It's not particularly well defended. So I'm going to wait to do anything with Anphia. Say if we go Pulpateva. No investments. No investments in Thrace this turn. Just not worth it. The money might not actually stay in my faction. But you know what? Now that we've acquired some more wealth, we can go and spend it. I'm thinking... How much? Oh, wow. Looting a settlement really increased my slavery. Holy smokes. Okay, Larissa, do we have a population to draw from? You know what? More so than Pella. So let's go ahead and recruit. We can get 2 of these, 1 of these. Never mind. Yeah. I mean, we're obviously not in, like, fantastic condition as a faction, but still. I'm happy that we destroyed the pirates. And, ooh, finally get some experience on this guy. Oh! So the pirate's gone. We can move that army we have up north here, I know, southwards, to get rid of these rebels. And then after that, we can move them towards Nasos. Now when I'm thinking about it, we don't quite need the king's involvement, and if we have our 2 other armies attacking Nasos. So we'll take it. With those 2 combined, no problem.
All I ask is a treaty.
Pergamon wants a non-aggression pact.
Now, am I?
I mean, you know what? I'll give it. It's very cheap. I could have gotten rid of the $200 payment, probably, but...
people are proud, as are yours.
Actually, I will
Pride
for...
does not stop a man having friends.
Wait, what did I just do there? I meant to accept. Oh. We'll worry about it next turn. Ooh, more raiding. It's the last thing that we need more of in our kingdom. You know what? Good thing I decided not to invest anything, eh? We're outnumbered. That does not bode well. No cavalry to rout those peltists easily. Honestly, I don't really think that we have much of a chance here. This will just be an awful battle. We'll have to retake Anphia. At least we could loot it. Gives us some more money. You know, let's intimidate the opposition. I think we should hire local bandits to make the other families scared of us. Otherwise, like, what is the point? Like, if you're not resorting to mafia-style violence to rule your kingdom, then frankly, are you even trying? Are you even being creative? These are the types of questions that I would pose to any Macedonian ruler worth his salt. So let's go from his factional mercenary. That'll actually be fantastic, and it'll round out his army elegantly. Now, with that out of the way, my king can travel down southwards to Greece, where there are quite a few options for recruitment here. And I could go for the Spartan hoplites, although There are better options, I believe, and this will cost me my Eugenies population. That's top tier, so I'm going to be paying Eugenies. Shouldn't I already just go for a far better unit? They have better stats in every regard. Like, the only reason why the Spartans are better is just they cost less. But we could also just go for these light hoplites. There's nothing wrong with a good light hoplite. We're absolutely capable of holding Barone here. Yeah, I think that we can just go for a couple of light hoplites. But then again, they're like so much worse than my Agrionians in just terms of, well, everything. And this is supposed to be like an elite army. And while I can bear the presence of pikemen in an elite army, even if they are kind of mid, I absolutely cannot deal with really bad troops. You know what? Let's go for these two. Let's go for one of these. And then we'll see how much money we have left. I've already moved this army up north, and then this army will crash into these guys. Dude, I am surprised that I'm gonna lose that many men when auto-resolving this battle, so yeah, I'm just gonna go for a far more safe option. I'm just gonna run my men in. I'm doubtful that I'll lose any troops in such a battle. The enemy garrison hasn't fully formed yet, and it's not like their 4-unit army is full of real winners. Now, I know with this settlement, the enemy, when they're outgunned, do tend to just rush the center here. And I anticipate it'll probably happen in this battle, considering how desperately outnumbered the Thracians are in this case. But we'll go ahead and throw some curveballs at them, just in case. Yeah, there we have it. Pikemen, in their glory, marching towards battle for Macedon. Not exactly their most glorious feat. Obliterating a garrison of no renown and really just taking control of a bunch of stinking hovels here in Thrace. But you know what? Someone has to do it. Some great empire builder must conquer Thrace, surely. So that's what we're here to do. One stone at a time. Let's give these long shield peltists a taste of their own medicine. Show them how real men pelt. Although, long spear peltis is a very confusing name because these guys don't actually pelt. But it's not actually, like, the name peltis does not derive from pelting, which is an English word, but rather the pelte, which is this type of shield that they're holding. But anyway, we've charged the enemy general. He's about to be obliterated by a bunch of cavalry. And I don't know, let's go and throw some javelins. Enemy cavalry has not performed that well against my rush. Of course, it doesn't help, but my men have a great charge bonus, and, well, they got a direct charge. Let's pelt! Pelt the peltist. They have lost quite a few men. I don't quite think that the enemy can afford to lose too many men here. Such an unequal fight. They definitely can't afford to be getting pelted. But they should be doing the pelting. Let's rush these guys up. I don't fear this paltry garrison force. hoping I can rout these guys without even having to swing an arm with a sword in it.
Lead us.
Eee.
Thunder. Ready yourselves.
Now we'll get his charge in.
Well, son,
Enemy doesn't have like enough good troops left to really make a dent in our force. Is not gonna happen.
missile infantry.
Let's see, these guys go here, these guys go here.
We await orders.
This enemy general finally gonna cop it. There we go. Charge through.
Missile infantry at your companion cavalry.
I think there should be a chain route that follows here. Like, some of his men are maintaining discipline, but I really don't think it's gonna hold for too long. Eventually, the sheer weight of the impossible task that these men have to accomplish to survive a day is just gonna hit, you know? Plus, collective fear does spread quite contagiously. And there we go. Signs of victory! Only lost 56 men. Definitely less than like 16 or 17% that I was projected to lose. So I'm happy I played it. Again, I do not understand how those 927 men were supposed to do anything while so outnumbered by superior troops. Like these long spear peltis are very good anti-cavalry troops, but beyond that one like specialized role, they really aren't that good. Like, they will beat, like, militia in combat. They will, but they won't really, like, do that much more than that. They really won't. So, yeah. Not really sure why my enemies were projected to have such a chance, but whatever. Okay, so Odessos, right? I don't know whether the enemy, like, rebel army is gonna spawn right here. And there will be an enemy rebellion next turn. So what I'm gonna do is just do these two upgrades. But I might just end up refunding them. I actually don't intend to complete them. These are just placeholders so slums don't grow. Once we see where the enemy rebel army spawns, we'll have a better idea of what to do. Next, I mean, I did just, like, recruit some, or earn some money from that victory, so I might as well recruit some more men. Yeah, we'll get another one of these veterans. So we don't really have enough Eugenies to tap into that population anymore. Already recruited 2 of these. Yeah, we can get another Cretan. That'll finish our Archer Corps. And you know what? Let's go right here. We need to start getting some cavalry from this army, so might as well just recruit 2 of these and a pike. Perfect. And yeah, I think we are perfectly ready to go for this turn. Very satisfied with the move. And there we have it. Another turn goes by. The Egyptians seem to be lurking about, doing something nefarious over in C-Day. Just kidding. The Egyptians never do anything particularly impressive with C-Day. They just end up keeping it for an oddly long amount of time because nobody wants to declare war on them. At least nobody with the capacity to take it, seemingly, because I always see Egypt over here whenever I take Asia Minor. Like, very rarely do I see C-Day under someone else's controls, despite the Egyptians never really doing anything to maintain it. But there we have it. We see where the rebellious army springs. And with that, we can do something about it. That, or we could just wait. I mean, these guys don't have the movement range to get to Odessos, I think. Let's see, I want to make this an industrial province, so... let's go and see which one of these is the best one for industry. Wealth from all commerce. That's cool. Wealth from all sources. This one's just agriculture. So we either do commerce or we do civil. Market or civil. This one decreases banditry. That's a big one. I think I'm just going to go for civil. Oh, wow. This one actually improves the commercial stimulation edict. But then this one increases how bread and games... Damn, dude, it's really complicated to figure out which one of these to go for. Anyway. Let's do this. Because this is going to help improve my industry down the line. In Anphia, we can build up another temple. Build up another temple. And we're going to go for civil. And we're going to go for this one, because that helps improve industry. Also, it improves my garrison, so it's absolutely a worthy investment. And yeah, now we've actually invested some money into Thrace, so Thrace should become a far more developed province over time with how we've set it up. And yeah, there really isn't much that we can do outside of this. We'll keep tabs on this army. We can't even engage them in battle yet. We don't have the movement range. King's army is trying to improve public order in Macedon, albeit that's a near impossible task. And that's really all that we can do for this turn. But next turn, we'll finally go and engage those Illyrians. We'll go and fight those rebels. We'll make some progress towards taking over Thrace fully. I'm hoping that those rebels don't make their way back to Odessos, but there is always a possibility. Oh, wait a minute. Did I forget to refund those farms? Dude, if I actually built them up, I'm... I think I did. Ah! I forgot. Whoops. Well, what can I do? Say levy. It's 1400. I'll live. Okay, so which one of these is better? No, but I decided I'm gonna do industry. I'm just thinking to myself, like, I can't do commerce and industry in one province, so separately. Like, I have to make everything kind of synergize when I build it. So I'm gonna go for this type of thing, because it does produce industrial income at least. Okay, so we'll I'll deal with the problems that have arisen here. 1, we need to destroy this rebel army. 2, we need to defeat the Illyrians in battle. And with 3, we can continue to work on the King's army. I mean, I'm quite happy with the elite force I've managed to recruit in Macedon so far this stream, but far from a finished job, and ideally there'd be more Agrionians to recruit too. I've only gotten 3 of them so far, and it'll be nice to get another. Make it an even 4.
They would not stand to fight. Ready and waiting.
Alright, let's continue here. Alright, so we can group these guys up. And yeah, we shall go to battle.
Ready and waiting. Loose.
These 2 slingers, I'm gonna have them focus up on the Thracian javelin men. Just really beat them down to size here. Okay, the Longsword Peltas are going for my right flank. We have 3 light hoplites here, so it won't be an issue. Now, the Thracian footmen that the enemy have are not like bad troops by any means, but they're far from elite. They are levy troops. Their capacity is not all too great, so I'll take them on. But at the same time, I really don't want my pikemen to have to like confront them out of formation, because these Thracians aren't bad at melee. They're pretty good at melee. But these Peltas, they got absolutely overwhelmed on the flank. So we'll be able to flank the Thracian footmen soon enough. Enemy general has taken a lot of casualties. So I don't anticipate that he's going to last too much longer. He's about to get charged by another Sarissa Lancer. Hopefully that'll put an end to him. Alright, I think we've crushed him. Comprehensively, in fact. Boom, bada boom! Another win for Macedon. Not one I didn't anticipate, but with just how little my population is right now, I can't really afford to lose an excess of troops. Like, I wouldn't typically play every battle like I'm doing now, but it's like losing a couple of 100 men. That's like the middle class population of like one of my settlements. Like, I can't afford to do it readily with no good reason. So instead, I will play everything out a little bit too carefully. In any case, we shall have this guy patrol the region. And yeah. You know what? I was a little bit scared of attacking a fortified position for like a second there, but then I realized he doesn't have like any skirmishers. And I have 4 archers here. Yeah, he has like 2 archers. It's not going to be hard to get this guy to come out of his defenses. So I don't think that the defenses are going to actually play a significant role in this battle. I think that they're just more going to be like a little hurdle more than anything else. They might not even stay in the fortifications. Other thing, of course, is I have the pike versus hoplite advantage, although say that the pikes aren't as useful against a fortified enemy like what we're facing, but again, I think I can get them to come out. And if not come out, then at least I think I can inflict quite a bit of damage. Well, let's see. Okay, we're already under fire, so I have to go target the enemy archers. We'll get nice and close and then start targeting them. And I'm seeing some movement in the enemy camp. Okay, I'm gonna go try to like do something a little bit tricky. Meanwhile, I've killed 2 archers already, which is good. I mean, I like killing some archers more than none, obviously, but I just wish that these Illyrians were dropping a little bit quicker. That's all. Okay, I mean, the good thing is that many of our archers have fallen already, but it's just not, like, comprehensive. Starting to think that my formations are really not working. I mean, one pike unit's doing like alright, but the other ones is getting completely wrecked. Of course, the skirmish is going fine, and I think that this pike unit just got destroyed by javelins, to be honest. Don't think of my second formation. Oh, fuck. Forgot that that's sally out's a possibility. You know what? No, I can't like put my men in a formation, like, or rather, I can't push them forward without there being a lot of problems to get these guys to retreat. This is so bad. Oh my god, but they've left themselves completely open to getting charged in the rear by cavalry. Oh my god. This is such a good opportunity.
One shield pikes. Ready.
And my pikemen are gonna hold the enemy off. Like, they're not really properly formed, but whatever. Important thing is that their general's dead, and they're about to get charged in the rear by like 5 cavalry units. It's not gonna be that easy to endure, even if my men are not properly charging at all. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I think that if this route is completely infectious, and it looks like it is right now, because we have like arrows going, we have pikemen blocking the main choke point, we have cavalry attacking the rear, we have several units that have already completely shattered. The enemy general got killed by my general. And you don't want to be killed. Like, if your general's gonna die, you don't want to get killed by the enemy general. That's just in bad taste, right? Like, your men are gonna feel like you were led by a weaker person. You get killed by like a rando, but not the enemy general. And yeah, like at this point, so many of the enemy's units have like run from the field that it's basically like impossible for them to do anything. You don't have enough men left to possibly win this battle, but and of course, by continuing to resist, I am starting to lose men, particularly cavalry units and enemy hoplites, so.
General, tell us. One shield pikes. Right the line. General, forward. Glory. The Sacred Cavalry. By your command. One shield pikes. Macedonians, ready.
A couple of enemy units left. Nothing strong, though. Nothing too strong. My general's about to get a beautiful rear charge into one of the remaining units. I don't think that they're gonna like having all those men dying in front of them. Fantastic! And there we have it. So, as these Illyrians retreat,
Ready for order.
they should know that their fate is sealed, for you cannot run from a vengeful Macedonian.
Commander.
And well, there we have it. Although, I think I'll just stay on my territory for this turn, because we can't get all the way to Nasos anyway. Like, we don't have the movement speed, so there really is no point. Okay, and this is the guy who is a family relation in the game. There we go. We'll get some non-naval prowess out of that win. And Naso should fall to us next turn. Meanwhile, yeah, let's put this guy on retain. Beautiful. We have +1 public order. Here's Larissa.
We hunger for battle.
Yeah, let's get another elite pike. I think that's a great use of my money. Oh! Huge victory there over that Illyrian defensive army. With that, the way is cleared for us at Thrace. We'll be able to take Nasos next turn. the same time, my army is starting to shape up. But alas, an enemy I really didn't anticipate. Like, I didn't talk about it at all in this episode because I didn't think it would amount to anything. But the Cimmerians did declare war on me. And,
Now, let us debate.
well, here they are. The Cimmerians, I found, are not particularly willing to negotiate a peace treaty, like, ever. So I'm gonna have to fight that army, most likely, but
Sword was drawn.
no, of course, the Delmente want peace now. Now that their army was obliterated into fields, like, who wouldn't, right? Okay, apparently there was a high chance of secession. Was it because I paid bandits to beat up my political opponents? I think that there's a very good chance. The Hellenic nobility vote, do they have any territory? No. I do not give a flying crap if they declare war on me. In fact, I will potentially purge. Actually, no, I don't need to even purge that party. They have such negative traits that, like, I think there's a possibility that they would just declare civil war without me doing anything extra to rile them up. But in any case, we can go ahead. We'll take Nasos right before we end this turn. Odessos. Yeah, I wanted to get a slave resource. I want to get this too, but I don't have the money for it now. We'll get the money later. Go here, but honestly, I do want a peace treaty.
You
Like,
have my attention. Speak, and try to do it well. For diplomacy is always boring when done badly.
yeah, nothing to gain from that.
You are welcome.
What are the Ptolemies?
In Pharaoh's name, Thrace. Pharaoh, judge of...
For the Senate's part.
I do want some more diplomatic relations with factions, but I guess it's just not going to happen. But let's go ahead and destroy Nasos. I mean, I really do think that, like, Nasos is probably going to be a very essential settlement for me economically. It's got silver. In fact, Philip the Great, Alexander the Great's father, more or less used the silver mines of this region to fund his conquest of Greece. So it's one renown for bringing great wealth to one who holds it. So I'm excited to become Thrace's master, and, well, don't really think there'll be much stopping me after this battle. Enemy garrison didn't quite look capable of stopping an army as strong as mine. We'll just have to see it. I'm not even sure where they are just as of yet. Definitely somewhere on the high ground. Our position will be ideal. Well, let's keep on galloping around until we at least glance at that. There we go. Okay, so I mean, he has javelin men as his skirmishers, so I don't think that the enemy is going to be capable of retaliating against my archers. So I'm thinking that if we deploy, like, right here, we can just kind of assault the hilltop just straight up. I'll just go ahead, create a kind of cheesy formation here, just a nice and simple pike line supported by my skirmishers with some infantry on the flanks, just, you know, but typical, the good old fashioned. Meanwhile, we'll start to wrap my cavalry around, so my infantry assemble. So my infantry are getting there. We're not too far away from being fully formed. Yeah, we'll get our cavalry right behind the enemy. Yes, a little fast forward here so my infantry can properly deploy. Ooh, the enemy has actually moved a unit of spears to try to stop me. As if those spearmen are gonna actually do anything. Think a bunch of Dacian levies can impede the progress of Macedon? Are you kidding me? Despite having spears, I doubt these men could even withstand a frontal charge. Okay, it looks like the enemy is just going for it, so... Flatten like 20 men with just that charge alone. Okay. Just gotta get the phalangists to down their spears! Okay. Honestly pretty surprised that the levies managed to kill anyone, but... I guess it was like the first unit to take damage, so their morale was... still pretty good, you know, early battle morale. Meanwhile, we'll try to eviscerate the enemy with our javelins and arrows. Gonna take my men out of phalanx so that they can be more offensive the way that they fight. I just withdraw my cavalry for a second because fear of them getting bogged down and taking excessive casualties. They are valuable troops. I hardly want to waste them needlessly. All my archers continue to fire as my pikemen start to storm the enemy front. And yeah, too many of the Illyrians at this point have bolted. Yeah, my cavalry just flattened the enemy. The thing is that even though spears are good against cavalry, a light spear unit will not survive like a full-on cavalry crash into their front, so it just didn't go well. Although those levies, they killed 5. That's pretty good considering how well the other enemy troops did. Boom. So yeah, we'll just loot it. I don't really think that there's a way to take this settlement without it. I mean, also we needed the money. We did really need the money. So we have this building that improves. I mean, that's going to produce commercial income. It's also going to improve industrial income. Hey, you know what? Let's just go for another one of these. Go for industry. Start running games. Great to about level 2. I wanted to make this entirely industrial. So I believe this, actually no, this wouldn't be very good. This is actually better for agriculture. Oh man, maybe I should just go for commerce. Hold up. I haven't really committed here. I can always refund. But let's try to like make a proper build here. Like this is fine. To destroy that, it's gonna take some time. But the diamond, that creates commerce. So if we try to go for like a hardcore like commerce build, right? That's commerce. This is the one that improves commerce. So we go for the shoe one. Then we go for the slavery one. We go double merchant port. Instead of this, we go for commercial stimulation. See how well that goes. And then in Anphia, instead of going for civil, we go for market. We go for market. But then it's like, how do we make more commerce income here? Because I guess you can get commercial income out of this building, but it's awful for public order. And then you obviously, like, these are industrial. I mean, this is like your main commerce building. It's the naval one. And of course, the slave one's a really good commerce building. I think that we just go for one of these, honestly. I'll just improve public order first before we get too much in the weeds of something else. Yeah, so we've taken Nasos. We're going to have a massive rebellion next turn. Doesn't really matter if these two armies are going to recover. I really hope that the rebellion's not in Odessos, or else we're a little bit screwed. Yeah, that would actually really, really suck. No, we'll see what happens once we go to next turn. This army really cannot recruit anything better than it already has, so deal with that. We definitely needed all the cultural conversion and public order buffs that we got there, so it's good. And what factions got destroyed? Okay, Epirus is gone, Rome took it, Syracuse is gone, Rome took it, I guess. And Ymir. Nothing surprising. Nothing remotely surprising there. Okay, let's do it. Next turn. Okay. What an invasion plan these guys have, man. I want to be in the meeting room when the people of the Bosporan Kingdom decided their invasion plan. And ooh, the Galatians. I mean, Galatia has a pretty strong military. I know, I finished the Galatian campaign. There's reason and good cause to fear a Galatian military, particularly when you're a Greek faction that does not have the melee infantry capacity to truly match them in any way. Well, there we have it, guys. So, gotta go, got things to do, but thank you so much for watching this video. It's always a pleasure to play Rome 2, and yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.